You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be going over the deck that won EUIC, and that's Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Now, if you asked me at the beginning of the format, would Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX be the top deck or one of the top decks, I would have told you it might have been a top 10 deck, but things have certainly changed. After Robin Scholes was able to win Liverpool Regionals, this deck spiked off, and it absolutely tore up European International Championships. Gustavo Wada won for the second year in a row, which is absolutely insane to think about it. Like, not only defending a major event, but defending an international, it's crazy, right? The goal of this video is going to be showing you what Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX does. There are quite a few lists from top players available. So we have seen lists from Gustavo, from Limitless, Tord, we've seen it from Zach Cooper and Caleb Rogerson. We've seen it from Isaiah Bradner and Justin Bocari. And so you can see that there's like a whole bunch of different ways to go. In this video, I will be showing you my list, and we're going to be explaining what's going on with this deck and how to play it a little bit better, and just really helping you boost your knowledge in this game. So by all means, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments below what type of content you want to see, at least for the Brilliant Stars format. We have been covering some Astral Radiance content as well, but I'm just kind of going back and forth on different decks and really just trying to create content in general that I want to create, not necessarily being forced into creating anything. And yeah, let's jump into this deck. Let's see exactly what we got going on here. So here we have it, the list. And this list might be confusing for a lot, and it's because this deck is one of the most difficult decks to play in our current standard format. To be quite honest, I feel like I could play this deck a lot better a lot of the time. And a lot of it comes down from just like one little mistake that you thought was good at the time and then not realizing, or your opponent plays a little bit different. So this deck really requires you to have a master mindset of whatever's going on with this deck to see the most success with it. It's split into almost two categories here. So it's basically part Rapid Strike Urshifu V deck with VMAX. So you can basically go for those Gale Thrusts, and that's strong against fighting type weak Pokemon. It's strong against just like things like that, or maybe just doing some chip damage. Gmax Rapid Flow is going to be strong against decks that A, do not play Manaphy, because Manaphy is seeing a lot more play because of this deck, and B, just things where you're able to knock out and pick off things off their bench. So typically decks that play Sobbles, Lotads, low-lying prize cards that you could kind of gobble up on. After you've sacrificed some prize cards, and sometimes you're not even using Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. In some cases, you don't want to be putting that down, maybe against like a Mew matchup. You might be focusing on using things like Hoopa to knock out Meloetta. You might want to be focusing on Galarian Moltres V, pairing that with Raihan, which is down here, so that you could accelerate energies and go Dire Flame Wings and get an Aura Burn off to knock out a Mew VMAX. If you've sacrificed enough prize cards in almost any matchup, Malevolent Charge into a Fiery Wrath is going to be your way to go. So, with that being said, there's definitely going to be some aspects where you're going to be using Gmax Rapid Flow and Gale Thrust, and typically this card's going to be used against things like Arceus when they don't play Dunsparce, and Jolteon and Gengar decks. Also decks that have easy prize cards to grab with Gmax Rapid Flow. Beyond that, you're going to have Galarian Moltres after you sacrifice in most matchups, so you want to be focusing on using a single prize card attacker. A lot of decks do utilize this card. It is really cool. Beyond that, there's not really much going on here that's much different than any other list. We see that there's a diverse lineup of supporters that are played here, and that's just because you have options now to kind of get everything all set up and search things out with Shady Dealings, and Skew of Net makes that really possible. I know that it's always a debate if you should be playing Castform, Snowy Form, or Tapu Koko. I really like the Castform more. I do think it's easily searchable by Level Ball, and I have used Level Ball quite often to search for it. So this is my current take on the deck. It might not be the same as the one that you're playing or that the other players are playing. I think this is a deck that you could really make your own, and we see players adding in things like Rowlet, even Octillery, even Eldegoss. So we're going to be rolling with this deck, but the strategy is going to remain the same, of sacrificing prize cards, using Gmax Rapid Flow when possible, and utilizing our Dark-type Pokemon effectively. We'll jump into some gameplay and show you what this deck really can do. Alright, so we won the coin flip. I actually do not like going first with this deck. I like going second, so I'm able to go for Sobble's Keep Calling. It's one of those things where I'd like to kind of see exactly if I'm the only one who feels like that, but I do think that any deck that's trying to utilize Sobble, sacrifice prize cards, keep calling is a great effort, and I feel like it allows me to stay in control, at least for my playstyle. We can see we did start with the Sobble. Don't know what we're necessarily playing against, but we do have options here with Level Ball and Keep Calling, and as long as we didn't prize a bunch of Sobbles, I think we might be okay. See what our opponent's gonna flip up over here. And they're playing Bronzor. Not entirely sure what they will be playing here. They had a Corviknight coin, so it's quite possible that we will see some kind of what's it called? Some Corviknight deck. Corviknight Cheryl is what I'm thinking of. And we have options here. Like we might be able to go Tower of Waters, Retreat. Oh, they're playing Duraludon. Interesting. Okay. So we do have an option to just take out their Bronzor right away. I think I might actually opt to do that because it leaves them defenseless with just a Duraludon. So this is one of those reasons why I like playing Hoopa in this matchup. So I am going to go Quick Ball, discarding a Dark Energy because we can typically get back our Dark Energies. I am going to grab the Hoopa. And I could have searched for my prize cards a little bit more, but we're going to go ahead and do that with Level Ball anyways, just grabbing another Sobble. So let's go through. Sometimes you make a mistake and you're like, you want to know what, we can correct this and we can go back in. So we do have our Sobbles all on board. We do have our Manaphy if we ever need to have anything for free retreats. I do not think our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is going to be playing nicely with the Duraludon deck, so that's something else to note. We do have our Galarian Moltres. Seems like we so far have a decent bit of everything going on in this deck. So I'm feeling relatively okay. We really got to watch out for our Dark Energies, though. We're likely going to draw a Dark Energy off our prize cards. I do believe we play 5, so I do think we prize 2 this game. So we can see this hand worked out really nice. We're just going to be able to go Retreat here, send this up, and go for Assault Gate. So our opponent likely not expecting the turn 1 knockouts. And getting another Quick Ball sounds great. I do foresee us using Drizzile next turn, grabbing a Draw supporter. You can see, yeah, they're a little bit upset. And we have ways to go through this Duraludon VMAX. Like, we can attack it with double Galarian Moltres V. That's definitely going to be a strong way for us to get through this matchup. This Hoopa might be a little bit more difficult than what we want it to be. But, you want to, it's okay. Marnie's unpredictable. So we'll have to see what our hand is before going with any other general game plan. Yeah, definitely not the hand that we were looking for, but we could always just be one top deck away from another Level Ball, Evolution Incense, even a Draw supporter. They also need to have an Energy as well. So we're just going to try to start attacking through this Duraludon. Okay, Cynthia's not that bad. They might play Avery in this deck, so that's something you got to watch out for, but at this point, I really don't care too much. I just want to be able to draw through our cards. In case we get a Scoop Up Net, I am going to just play the Cynthia's Ambition to try to draw through some things. Yeah, really not great here. We don't really have too much going on. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually just retreat this Hoopa. Send up Castform. Now, if we start attacking with Hoopa, the Crystal Cave might not matter too much. I think what I want to do here is I probably shouldn't have retreated there. Just because I was thinking about using Assault Gate next turn, but with our energy situation, it could be a little bit dire. I'm just going to pass here, and I don't think they're going to really be able to attack into us. So that's something really to note. I wouldn't even mind just getting out a Rapid Strike Urshifu and just attacking for 150. That might be okay, and it might be able to accelerate the process of just attacking here. Since we don't play Quick Shooting, it's probably not going to matter too much. So yeah, not really much that we can do. I think we actually just go for Energy Search here, just grabbing a Dark. And I will just go for the Assault Gate, giving them something to knock out. At least we have some kind of options with that. Again, always check your discard pile. You almost want to have a bank of energies in your discard pile for things like Raihan and Clara, just so when the time is right, you know where your cards are. Think of it like a bank in a way. I think that's how a lot of it works. So quick 90 there. Nothing too serious, and I'm sure this is where we're gonna get Gmax, like Crystal Cave, Gmax Pulverized. Zamazenta V might be a little bit difficult, but now our goal is to knock out this Duraludon and the Zamazenta V, or maybe knocking out the Duraludon, whichever works out a little bit better. So they've drawn one prize card, and they did heal. So let's see what else we could do here. We did get a Rapid Strike Urshifu V, and again we might want to go for something like Strafe. I think, yeah, Strafe doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna go for Raihan, powering up this Pokemon with a Fighting Energy. And I'm gonna search my deck for a Drizzile. So I think what we're gonna do here is just go Drizzile. We can search our deck for a Cynthia, so that once they knock us out, that we have some things going on. We already played our Cynthia, so what we're probably gonna do is just grabbing a. Do we want to grab Research? I don't want to grab like Pal Pad. I just also don't really want to get rid of our Clara because that could be really awkward. So I think what we're gonna grab here is actually it's actually really tough here. I think what we want to grab here, I think we're forced into grabbing the Research, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's not really the worst thing. I'm gonna send this up, and I'm going to retreat here just so that we can keep some pressure on and go Strafe. We're either forcing our opponent to draw some prize cards or not. And that's really where it's at. Like, will they be able to take care of the Rapid Strike Urshifu V? That's a big question. And maybe we will be able to hit for 150 with a Gale Thrust and start building up these difficult Pokemon. Like, they have a lot of HP, right? But it doesn't look like they have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. They've already played a boss's orders, so you want to know what? I'm okay with them playing Marnie again. Our hand was a little bit awkward, and I didn't really want to get rid of that Clara. Now we have some options that we could deal with. Even grabbing the Evolution Incense here is great because we will be able to attack with this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. GMAX Pulverization, that's totally cool. Remember, we do have access to Cheryl here as well. We do have access to Bird Keeper as well, so we have ways to maybe apply a lot of pressure to these Pokemon. So yeah, we're going to go for Evolution Incense, searching our deck for a Rapid Strike Urshifu. I do want to be going for Pal Pad here. I think Pal Pad can be absolutely fantastic. And considering they've already played 2 Marnie, I might just go for the Cynthias here. I think Cynthia sounds like a great choice. So we will be reutilizing these. Remember, you do play 4 Scoop of Nets, so not to say like you can use them a little bit freely because every card really matters here, but certainly it is a great way to get these draw supporters and really change things up. Even if we don't win this game, because I don't think this is necessarily a great matchup, we do have options here. So we are going to go Gale Thrust here. That is going to put them up to 210 damage. Now, we're kind of at this point in this game where we could actually, like, I think we have some options here. And I think we might be able to actually knock out this Duraludon. The fact that they keep on benching Pokemon for us makes it really good. And I don't know why they have only Marnies in their hands, but it is absolutely something that we got to watch out for. Now, we do have Evolution Incense, so like I like some of our options here that we have. And I think I might just want to, like, attack on this Duraludon VMAX if I have the opportunity to, like going for a Bird Keeper play. Because again, like they have 1 Marnie left if they play 4. So we'll have to see. Yeah, there's a GMAX Pulverization, not getting the knockouts. And this is where everything really does come to play. We have some options here. So let's go for Drizzile. And I think next turn we might actually be able to take this dub. Maybe. And that's a firm maybe. So we are going to go Bird Keeper. And when we go Bird Keeper here, we can Bird Keeper into the Castform. So that's why you want to have some of the free retreat options. I think that's totally a valid choice. You can see that our 150 damage attack, now that we reset Gale Thrust, is enough to get a knockout here. And then they're likely going to knock us out and draw 3 prize cards. That's where next turn comes out, and we are trying to hit for Galarian Moltres plus boss's orders. And that's why we have access to Inteleons and stuff like that. So we are going to go retreat, sending this up. And let's go ahead and go Gale Thrust, knockout, boom. We will take 3 prize cards left. So remember, we only have 2 prize cards left after this. I think we have access to the game with our current hands if they do not Marnie us. And we should be able to knock out this Zamazenta V. Hopefully they knock us out with the Zamazenta V. it would have been much more scarier if they went Raihan, Duraludon VMAX power up, because Galarian Moltres can only max out at 270. We would have had to boss up the Duraludon or something else like that, but yeah, it looks like our opponents just, they don't really have too much. They've utilized a lot of their supporters, and we should just be able to take this one. So I don't think this is normally a favorable matchup, and it's kind of a weird take on Duraludon VMAX, kind of a unique deck, but we're certainly going to get there, and you can see how you can kind of utilize different attackers to make things happen. It all really worked out nicely. So we're actually just going to go for Quick Ball. We don't need Cheryl anymore for the game. We're going to grab our Galarian Moltres, and we should be able to take it here just by going like this, powering up those two, and then we could actually just go Raihan and accelerate the other energy. So it doesn't always have to even be all dark energies. You can sometimes get a fighting energy in the mix, and you can see like there's ways for us. We would have been able to maybe grab boss, energy retrieval, all that kind of good stuff. But we're going to give our opponent the well played, and we're going to attack with Fiery Wrath for the knockout here for 270. So really not expecting to beat Duraludon, but this deck does have a lot of strategy behind it. So I know that wasn't necessarily the longest game in the world, or that it isn't necessarily the largest video that we've seen in the game, but I do want to show, I did want to show how this deck works out in a little bit. It's something that I haven't covered before, and I thought about it, and I'm like, do I want to play another game? That game was really close. We utilized kind of shady dealings, and we utilized Hoopa, Moltres, and the GMAX, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and we really showed how powerful Galarian Moltres could be in the late game. I think these are all kind of those things that I'm trying to pinpoint when I'm trying to create a video like this and really show you what the deck can do. I mean, if you are looking for anything else about this deck, I mean, there's plenty of gameplay footage from the European International Championships. I mean, Rapid Strike Urshifu was featured in 6 out of the top 8 decks, and I also have my EUIC recap video that should explain a little bit more than this, but I really just want to show how some gameplay could work, or at least show you how I play the deck on my channel. It's really what we try to do, and it's not really like a guide on how to play these decks or anything else like that. If you are looking for anything more than that, I do offer coaching on Metafy and would happily show you how to play this deck to the best of my ability. Although I do want to say that there's likely better players than me for this particular deck. I'm very much more of a new VMAX, Arceus, Inteleon mindset. This is one of the decks that I focused the least on in this format. But otherwise, I think I played at a more than capable rate this game and was able to beat the Duraludon deck. That being said, I'm back right now. I recorded this one after I made that post the other day when I was really ill. So for anyone who hasn't necessarily been checking in or anything, I've just been 2 rounds of food poisoning in the past couple weeks, mixed with a mental health break and mixed with sinus congestion kind of infection thing going on. So really been a difficult time to be Zach, but you want to know what? We're going to push through everything that we possibly can. I will be going to the Indianapolis Regional Championships. That might slow down a little bit of the content, but it might get us some little bit more vlog content as well. I plan on bringing my Mac and probably going to point and shoot some recordings with my iPhone and try to give a different perspective about the event and really just trying to push myself as a content creator as well. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up in the comments below. I do get back to every single comments. We're all caught up right now. So now that we're feeling a little bit better, bring on the comments. It really does help the YouTube algorithm as well. Even just saying, hey, hi, what's up? All that stuff really helps. Liking the video, sharing the video, following me on Twitter, and retweeting the videos really help out a lot as well. And yeah, I'll catch up with everyone later. Have yourself a great one and enjoy the rest of your weekends. Peace out. Check out PTCGO the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You could pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You could add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need. And you can go to the discount code right over here, and you could put in code ZLSH5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLesage. That link is in the description, and you pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've
turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth.
I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.